Third question from exercise. So here we have to check whether this particular argument is valid or not. Okay. So what we have given here is, if he studies engineering, he will get good job. If he gets good job, he will get good wife. He did not get good wife, therefore he did not study engineering. So this is what is given. So let's first write it in symbolic form. First let's write P and Q statements in terms of symbols. So first sentence, what we can take it as, he studies engineering. So I am taking P as he studies engineering. Now next we can take this as Q. He will get good job. He will get good job. Next, if he gets good job, he will get good wife. So we can take this as R. That he will get good wife. He will get good wife. Then we have he did not get good wife. That is nothing but negation of R. He did not get good wife. And then finally we have therefore he did not study engineering, which is nothing but negation of P. It is he did not study engineering. So we got all these statements in symbolic forms. Now let's write compound statements for this. So first what we have is, if he studies engineering, he will get good job. And if he studies engineering, then he will get good job. That is, if P, then Q, which can be written as P implies Q. If he studies engineering, he will get good job. Second, if he gets good job, he will get good wife. So if he gets good job, that is if he gets good job, he will get good wife, then R. He is going to get good wife, that is R. So again we can write this as Q implies R. Then third one, he did not get good wife, which is nothing but negation of R. So third is nothing but negation of R. And then fourth, that is conclusion, is therefore he did not study engineering. And he did not study engineering is nothing but negation of P. So conclusion is negation of P. So we have to write this all in argument form. So this first and second and third is giving us conclusion, or what we can say is conclusion is following from first, second and third. So this can be written as first and second and third is going to give us conclusion. That is, P implies Q and Q implies R and negation of R. All this together is going to give us negation of P, that is conclusion. That is, if he studies engineering, then he will get good job, and if he gets good job, he will get good wife, and he did not get good wife implies he did not study engineering. Now next thing is, we have to check whether this argument is valid or not by using truth tables. Now since we have 3 statements here, PQR, there will be total 8 cases. So I have already written these cases. Now let me start with first bracket, that is P implies Q. Now in case of implication, true implies false. I am writing it here. True implies false is true, false. Otherwise for all other cases it is going to be true. So true implies true, again true implies false. This is going to be false. This is also false. Rest all is going to be true. So we got our first bracket. Let's go for the next one. It is Q implies R. Again same condition. If first is true, second is false, then only it will be false, otherwise everything else is going to be true. So true implies true, true, true implies false, this is false, this is true, true, again this is going to be false, otherwise everything else is true. So again we are done with second. Let's go for the next one, that is negation of R. So here we have R, so we just have to write opposite of R, false, true, false, true, false, true, false, and last one is true. So we got all these three. Now it's not possible to write truth table for all these three simultaneously, so I am choosing these two first and then I am going to compare these two with the third one. Okay, so let's start with these two first, that is P implies Q and Q implies R. So we have AND. Now in case of AND, true and true is true, otherwise everything else is false. So true and true, true, true and false, false, this is false, false, both are true, so true, this is going to be false, true and true. Okay. Next, these two we are comparing with negation of R using connective AND. So this with negation of R using connective AND. So we have P implies Q and Q implies R and negation of R. So this and this using connective AND. So again AND same thing, false and true, false, 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 this is also false, 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 only last one is true. Okay. So we are done with this entire bracket. Now we have to go for conclusion, that is negation of P. So let's write negation of P first. This is our P, this is going to be false, 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 and then last all four will be true. So we got this, we also have this. Now we have to compare this with this using connective implication. So we are comparing P implies Q and Q implies R and negation of R with negation of P using connective implication. So this implies this first one implies this second one. So false implies false, true, because in case of implication true implies false is only false, otherwise everything is true. False implies false, true, 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 this is also true, 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 and true implies true is also true. Now since this last compound statement, this argument, every case is true, so it is a valid argument.